if at all, if I start a yoga teacher training course online, then I will give you detailed explanation of what is the yoga physiology and what are the mechanisms involved, what are the metabolic equations that are involved. Every aspect of a fitness has to be in depth we need to understand as per the modern science and applying to the traditional legacy of the. So then you will be able to appreciate everything is a scientific in yoga, but my job is to give you that science, make you understand, then you will be able to appreciate, you will be able to solve others' problems using the yoga. Otherwise, you are harming yourself. Like for example, yesterday I was telling you, so we go to max and heart recovery rate is your rest. If you are practicing good yoga means then your rest heart rate should be minimum. That itself will tell whether you are practicing good yoga or not. It should be like 40, 50, 30, 25 like mine. Then I will agree you are doing a good practice of yoga. How it will come? So that is the practice. That is the first you need to understand, and then you have to practice. So all the fitness parameters you will achieve. Only when you understand each fitness parameter, what is the definition of it? When you say power, what is called power? When you say speed, what is called speed? Because what biochemical reactions involved in it? What biomechanical inductions? What biomechanical reactions involved in it? Biochemical reactions involved in it? It is all about that. It is not easy. And 2 seconds only creatine phosphate, 10 seconds only glycogen. And 100-meter sprint is less than 10 seconds. Entire anatomy is different, entire physiology is different. Understand? And from 10 seconds 100-meter sprint to 1000-meter sprint, again entirely your methodology is different. Your biomechanics are different and your biochemical reactions are different. Biochemistry is different. Then again from 1 hour to, as the time increases, it will be entirely different. If you don't understand, zero resistance means infinite energy, source of energy. Understand? As the resistance is increasing means your source of energy is limited. And it is only for 1 minute, it is only for 2 seconds only. 2 seconds only. Energy source 2 seconds only. Creatine phosphate means a power lifter, 2 seconds. Is it you want to have energy for 2 seconds? Or is it you want to have morning to evening infinite energy? So your yoga is to have infinite energy, morning to evening, like Buddha, like anyone, and bubbling with the energy and bubbling with the positive mind, and that's called. So how it will come? What is the biochemistry involved? What are the biomechanical reactions involved? And there is so many parameters to understand. That's why there are the kramas, that the sequences created in yoga. And that is yoga is a multidisciplinarian. It is not. It is a dynamic. It is not. It is a dynamic practice. So it is not a isometric practice. It is an isotonic practice, not isotonic. It is a dynamic. You have to go to Iyengar, you have to go to Pattabhijayas, you have to go to Shivananda, you have to go to Bihar School of Yoga. Ultimately their guru and southern traditions gurus and northern traditions guru, ultimately you have to go to the Himalayas, and ultimately you have to go to like Krishnamacharya, ultimately you have to go to the Himalayas. If you learn in all these schools, then you will understand, oh my God, yoga is like this. And Krishnamacharya understood when he is ripened age, he understood what exactly are all fitness parameters, how important they play a role. That's why this krama is in the Tibetan style, but there is no Sanskrit names. So that's why Krishnamacharya has given Sanskrit name instead. And so he has written a book called Yoga Rahasya. Yoga Rahasya is not actually Nathamuni, he is devoted, he is dedicated as a Vaishnava to his guru, considered as a guru, and who is not really guru, but he considered as a guru is guiding him, and that guru name is called Nathamuni. And it is in his name he has written a book. He doesn't want to name, he mentioned only, I am only translating my guru's words, but actually he himself is the author. There is no called Nathamuni was there, but Nathamuni never wrote any book. It is the Krishnamacharya's, and Krishnamacharya's sacrifice or a devotion or a dedication by his Guru name, he has written a book. And Guru name, so written by his name, and he said, I am only a translator, I am only a messenger. So also that is a legacy. It indicates how incredible he is to his Gurus. He didn't say it is my word, he said my Guru words. I am also saying it is all what I learned in the ashrams only coming from me. That is very important, very, very important. That only indicates how great Krishnamacharya is. The book Nadhama, the Yoga Rahasya, the secret styles of yoga, the secrets of yoga is in its science. And that Krishnamacharya understood. That's why he said Yoga Rahasya. It is the secret is in the balancing. The secret is where, how much power, how much speed, how much strength, how much endurance, how much zero resistance, how much balance. That is the secret. And unless you have experience, unless you have understanding into each one of these fitness parameters, an athlete or any other thing, activity of fitness has only one. An endurance athlete can never become a weightlifter. An ultramarathon runner can never become a sprinter. Understand? It is limited, it is compromised. Only one fitness parameter means that's why they have the health issues. Which athlete doesn't have health issues, tell me? Yogi means the one who doesn't have any health issues, the one who is totally fit up to 120 years. Any sport person you take it after 35, 40 years, it's gone. And remaining entire life he suffer from the injuries or from the drawbacks of that particular sport, that particular physical, because one physical activity comes at the cost of another physical fitness parameter. That's why the yoga is all about, secret is all about balancing. Anyone who studied and so much depth in exercise physiology, sport medicine, sport physiology, and first thing he will tell you is only this. The skill of the coach, the skill of the one who is designing your fitness program is called exercise physiologist. For a diabetic, what kind of exercise should be given? And for hypertension, what kind of exercise should be given? It is the big science behind it. He must have coached so many Olympic teams. He must have researched, he must have practiced. Then only he will become a great teacher. Yoga, if at all, if you think for sports itself, explore to that extent, what about the yoga as a fitness, total fitness, how much it was explored by those saints. That's why when I start teacher training, if at all if I start teacher training across this platform, and it is going to be from fundamentals, I take you into the chemicals, chemistry, biomechanics, biochemistry, biochemical reactions, and so from there ahara, vihara, everything, diet, nutrition, everything science based, agama based, pramana based, standard based, we are going to learn. Mostly, and let us see, because this corona is going to be there. So maybe 1st June onwards, we will start our online course. So be prepared from 1st June onwards, and we will start our online course. And I am explaining it to you almost 1 month before, so that you can be very well prepared. And till then, so we try to give you what the best, how long and what best we can give you, we try to give you. And don't take it granted that we are going to give you the live. Yes, if we are getting good charity, good donation and support, and we do not, if the lockdown period is over, maybe we will be able to continue. Otherwise, we may not be. We have to humbly tell you that we can't continue because of the lack of resources. We have to tell you that. And so, if you want to support, you can support. That's not a problem at all. But, so when we start an online course, and whatever we charge also, it is to spend only for this. Only to spend. Whatever we charge is only to spend. Purely it is to spend. Whatever the resources we are generating for Yoga Healing Foundation, for it to sustain, for it to reach out. Everyone is a volunteer. I am the first volunteer. And other volunteers run. As a volunteer, my job is to maintain the curriculum, to maintain the tradition, to maintain the legacy. As a teacher, that's my responsibility. And everyone in this organization is doing different roles, different plays, very, very important functions. All of them they do. That's the way it is running. Understand? It is all volunteer work. It is all volunteer work. If you want this to spread, and contribute yourself. And so we try, and this conducting the teacher training program for me is to generate resources for this to become sustainable. Otherwise there is no motive at all. By now you should have grasped it. A teacher should never handle aspects of running an organization. That's why I am not involved in running this organization. It is handled by only volunteers, whether it is in UK, US or in India. It is handled, run by, operated by, owned by. Everything is by volunteers only. My job, I always tell, my job is to come, only teach. I won't compromise in implementing the quality, in implementing the strictness of the teaching. My job is not to dilute the teachings. My job is not to pamper you. My job is not to entertain you. My job is to educate. My job is to protect the legacy given to us, traditions given to us in its purest form. If I chant like this, what you will think? I am not bothered. What is given to me, my job is to respect the Sanskrit, respect that Pali language, the sound of silence. I can translate it for you scientifically. That's all what I can do. But the words coming from me are the words coming from those pool of consciousness. And my job is only that. And I tell you, if you only devote, if you only surrender, you will become completely transformed person. Completely transformed person. And when you join in the training program, if you are willing to get transformed, only join in that program. Otherwise, there is no point. Yoga is for transformation. Yoga is for transformation. You don't want to be transformed. You don't want to become a good person. You want to become an egoistic person. I can bend my body like this. It's not for you. I can also bend body, and you can't compete with me in any of the aspects of the yoga in terms of intensity, in terms of endurance, in terms of the power, in terms of balance, in terms of flexibility. Difficult for you. All these have to be well balanced. So that's the reason, so I can teach you. It is not a egoistic statement. How much time it took for me to teach? After 35 years of practice only I started teaching. Have you started teaching after 35 years of your practice? Tell me. No. Your answer will be no. I just attended one training program, started teaching. This is what you will say. Maximum 3 years, 4 years. But I started teaching only after 35 years, after accomplished the goal of singularity. Then only I started teaching. It is not that I started teaching and I attained some singularity or something. No. After my questions are answered, after I accomplished, after I applied enough on myself, after I recovered from deadly accidents, then only I started teaching. And now it is 45 years of experience and the skill behind it. And so that's why you get benefited.